everybody. It's Dr. Ray. I am out and about celebrating my girl's birthday. We're at the bowling alley. And so I did not forget about you guys. I still wanted to do my Monday night mimosas. And so we have an interesting situation. This young lady reached out to me, and I hope you guys can hear me because I know that it's kind of loud where I'm at. But this young lady, she reached out to me. She said, Dr. Ray, can you help me? She said she's been married for 10 years, and she feels that her relationship, her marriage is basically lacking the intimacy, and it's basically boring, okay? So she said she's been trying to do things to spice things up and all of that, you know. Okay, thank you. You can hear me just fine. That's awesome. Thank you. So anyway, so she's saying that she's been trying to do things to spice up her marriage and her relationship without letting her husband know that she's doing things, right? So she said last week she got this nurse's costume, right? And she put it on. She dressed up, you know, she was all sexy looking, and she was sitting and she was waiting for him to get home. So when he got home, you know, he saw her, he spoke, and he did what he normally does. He went into the kitchen, got him some water, and was just chilling, you know, relaxing. So she said she got up and she was standing there, you know, in all her little sexy gear and everything. And he looked at her and he said, are you going to a Halloween party? And she was like, no. She said, I did this for you. I dressed up for you. And he said, I don't need a nurse. And he kissed her on the cheek and then walked away. And she was like heartbroken. She was like, well, I need a doctor. And she got mad and she left. And she went to her girlfriend's house, right? So she's saying, Dr. Ray, what do I do? She said, I'm in this marriage. I've been married for 10 years and we are lacking the intimacy. They have sex. She say they do have sex regularly, but it's boring. It's the same stuff, right, that they do. And she signed it, Desperate Housewife. Well, Desperate Housewife, this is what I say, okay? You need to talk to him. You're trying to do something in your marriage all by yourself, but you're not married to yourself. You have a partner. You're married to a man, and he can't read your mind. And let me tell you something. Really, men are really simple when it comes to certain things, right? You just need to make it plain what's going on. Very simple to him. Exactly. Tell her to tell him, and that's what I'm saying. You need to have this conversation with him because you're not in this relationship by yourself, right? And he may be having some of the same feelings as well, but not knowing how to deal with it, right? Communication is key in any relationship. And the reality of it is, guys, you know, when you've been with somebody for so long, you know, and you guys get stuck in a rut, you're doing the same thing day in and day out. You know, you're having sex, you're going to work, you're paying bills, you're dealing with family issues and all that stuff. Yes, we get caught in this cycle, in all the sexiness and all the spontaneity and all of that, you know, passion that you once had starts to dwindle. You know, it starts to dwindle, and that's normal. That's not, it's not a bad thing, but you have to communicate. You have to tell him. If he doesn't, if you don't tell him, he won't know. And that's true. That's the bottom line. A lot of times, you know, men, and I can speak from experience, you know, it's to have a sex conversation with your man sometimes can be difficult because men like to think that they're putting it down, right? Men like to think that they're handling business, right? And I think that that's where she was coming from when she didn't want to tell him. I think that she was just trying to spice it up without hurting his feelings. You have to have a serious conversation with him and just be like, you know what, babe? This is where we are, you know. And actually start ask him about his fantasies. You know, start talking about fantasy. Say, babe, what's your fantasy? You know, this is my fantasy, you know, and share your fantasy and say, hey, can we do that? You know, can we role play? Because obviously she got in this costume and she thought she was gonna role play without him, which I don't know how she thought she was gonna do that. I mean, unless she was the aggressor, you know what I'm saying? So if she just, and it seems like she just thought that he was just gonna automatically fall into line, right? No. If you were the aggressor, then he probably would have been like, oh, okay. You know, if you would have said, you know, I'm the nurse, I'm Miss Sexy Nurse, or whatever name you want to give yourself, and push him on the bed and then say, I'm here to take care of your needs. You know what I'm saying? Okay, men, they would respond to that, right? But it seems to me that your guy, your husband, what he had on his mind was work. He's home now. This is my safety place. This is where I'm going to relax. I'm going to chill out. He wasn't probably thinking on that level. He wasn't even thinking sex, right? No. He told you, he was thinking, where you going to a costume party? You know? So at the end of the day, what I'm saying to you, Miss Desperate Housewife, is have a conversation with your husband. Tell him what's on your mind. You know, they're not lacking in the sex department. She said they do have sex, you know, but it's not, it doesn't have that passion like they used to. So I say, talk to him, you know, tell him what you're really feeling, you know. Again, as I was saying before, the sex thing with men, it's a little touchy one, because they really like to feel, you know, especially in the bedroom, that they are conquering their women and that they are putting it down and that their women are satisfied. So for a man to know that his woman is not satisfied, you know, that could be kind of a blow to the ego. So you do definitely want to tread lightly with that, right? But talk to him, you know, and say, babe, this is where I'm at, you know, and let's put some spice back into our life. You know, we have sex, so having sex is not the issue. What kind of sex are we having, right? Let's spice that thing up. And I believe that he will be willing to do that, because men really want to please their women, especially husbands. They really want to please their wives, right? So talk to him. Have that conversation, share with him, you know, and I bet you he will apologize if you let him know that you dressed up in that costume to kind of spice up things with him, right? So, yep, they can go out together, and even when they go out together, you know, they can role play, you know, definitely role play. There's so many things that they can do to spice it up. I mean, this is a good topic. I want to talk more about it. I am out and about at the bowling alley, guys, but I did not forget about you guys. So I definitely wanted to touch bases with you guys for our Monday night mimosas. I'm not having a mimosa, but I am having I don't remember what the name of it was, but it's a berry blast something or another. Yeah. But it's good, right? So I see you, Lotus. Okay, so I am, it's my turn to bowl. So I'm out of here, guys. I appreciate you guys joining me. You know, I want to hear your thoughts and your comments. Please press the like and share and follow button. You know, if you have situations that you want me to address, definitely send me yes, thank you so much, Zach, I see you. Send me a text to mondaynightmimosa@gmail.com. mondaynightmimosa@gmail.com. Send me a situation, you know, and we'll talk about it, we'll discuss it. I want to get you guys feedback and everything, okay? You guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Bye.